Hey guys, so I just got home from work. It's 5:30. I got home about 20 minutes ago, maybe 15 minutes ago. And what I did was I put on a pot of brown rice and it's cooking right now, and I've chopped up my vegetables. I decided to just make an impromptu video. I'm doing stir fry. So I wanted to show you, like I said, I've got the brown rice cooking right now. And when it's getting close, actually once it's popped up, because you stir it and then you want it to set for about 15 minutes, then I will start the stir fry. But I wanted to show you my prep first so that you could see what I do. So the first thing that I did, I had an organic package from Costco of chicken thighs, and it's I think a pound, maybe a little bit under. So I mixed that with a couple tablespoons of cornstarch and about 1/4 of a cup of this gluten-free Thai peanut sauce, which is by Sanjay. This is a really good one, and it is gluten-free. It's not organic, but I know that they use a lot of organic. It says it's all natural. It is 80 calories for 2 tablespoons. So for everything, there's probably maybe 180 calories in there. And I did that at the same time that I did the rice. So I wanted this to marinate in there, and once I put the sauce in, I stirred it up really well, and then I've just been letting it set and marinate. And then I chopped up my vegetables. So I've got about 1/2 of an onion, mushrooms, the sweet peas, zucchini, celery, and carrot. And then I've got this roasted garlic. This is my wok, and I like to cook in really hot heat. And then I'm going to use this organic coconut oil to actually do the stir fry in it. And so I will come back once the rice is popped up and show you next steps. Okay, so I've got about a tablespoon of coconut oil, this organic coconut oil. My rice cooker is gonna pop up. You'll hear the music go off in like 3 minutes. So I figured that I would start doing the stir fry here. And I want to just move this around and let it melt down. Okay, so that's melted down, and you can see that it's really hot. If you see how the oil's swirling. So I've got all my vegetables separated here, so I'm gonna put the onion in, and you want to make sure that it's really hot. Stir frying should be super quick. I'm gonna get that cooked up. I'm actually gonna turn it down to 300 because I don't want it popping all over me. And I'm gonna let these cook for about a minute and sweat them down, and then I'm going to add the garlic. Okay, so I've let those cook for about a minute. They're getting a little bit translucent. He's hungry. It's like 6:20 now. The rice took longer than I expected. I'm going to put about a tablespoon, or actually about a teaspoon of garlic, and cook that in and just really season up the oil and the onion. You know, I also, can you hear my rice cooker? There you go. So now I'm going to push this over to the side a little bit, and I'm going to put the chicken in. I also have some red peppers that I've cut up and froze, and I'm just going to, they're already in strips, I'm just going to pour those in so they can season up the chicken. Get that all cooked up. So I added about 1/4 of a cup of water because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't cooking too quickly, and because of the cornstarch it really thickens it up. And I don't want it to burn to the bottom of the pan, which it was starting to do a bit. Okay, so the chicken is cooked, so it's not, it's a little brown on the outside. I'm gonna put the carrot, the celery, and the mushroom in. I'm gonna wait on the zucchini and the sweet peas until later because I would rather have those a little bit crispy. So I've got the lid on here. I'm gonna let it cook in the lid for a couple minutes. I did add another quarter cup of water because I'd rather have it more juicy because I'm putting it over the rice. And I don't want it to get dry, so I want it, now I put a fourth of a cup of water, stirred it up really good, and then put the lid on it so it would steam in there. And I'll let that cook for about 5 minutes and then I'll show you where we're at. Okay, there's where it's at. It's looking really good. The sauce is thick. The vegetables are starting to cook through. So what I want to do now is I'm going to put in the snap peas and the zucchini. I'm just going to stir that in there really good. I like having lots of vegetables in here. And that's one way to really make your meal go far, is you have like 3 times as many vegetables as you have meat, because you don't need that much meat and the meat will go a long way. So, you know, just fill it with vegetables and not much meat, and you won't feel like you're deprived, but you'll get a good volume of food on your rice and hopefully some good sauce. So I'm gonna let this cook down a little bit, cook those up. I am gonna add just a little bit of soy sauce. This is just kikkoman. And I'm gonna stir that up, and then I'm gonna put the lid on it and just let it cook down a little bit more, thicken the sauce up, and cook those other vegetables. And I will show you my rice. So this is my rice cooker. I've talked about it numerous times. It's a Zereshi NP-HBC10, and it makes perfect rice. This is the brown rice, and it is just nice, moist, just like you would get in the restaurant. It has an extended warming cycle, and you can keep rice looking really good and tasting good without drying out for 24 to 48 hours. It also will make GABA rice. That's like an all-day thing because it does have a timer. So I can put my rice in here, set it to GABA rice. It will cook all day and be ready at 5 o'clock when I get home. So I love that feature, and I highly recommend this rice cooker. You can make sushi rice. I've made oatmeal in this, like overnight oatmeal. You can do white rice, quick cooking rice, mixed rice. I've done one-pot meals in here. You'll see on my channel, I've got quite a few videos on this rice cooker if you want to check it out. Okay, it's looking really good. I think it's about ready. So I'm just gonna check and make sure all the chicken's cooked thoroughly, and taste the sauce and make sure that it has good flavor to go over the rice. This is, I don't speak Japanese, but it is a seasoned dried bonita and egg mix, and it has roasted white sesame seeds, dried bonita, seaweed, and some soy sauce in there. If you can see on the side, it's got egg. And what I do is at the end I put just a little bit of this on top, and it's just a good flavoring, and the sesame seeds in there, so I really like adding that onto it. You can also just sprinkle that on top of your rice, and that's really good too. So I wanted to share that with you. And you can get that at like the Japanese grocery store, Wajamaya's, or something like that if you have it in your area, or you can order it on Amazon probably. So I'm gonna check this out and then plate it up. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, here's the plated version. I did about 3/4 of a cup of rice and about 1/2 of a cup of the stir fry. It looks amazing. The sauce is really good. But if you want it a little bit more spicy, you can put some of the sriracha on top. Or if it's not, you know, you want some more soy sauce or some of this bonita and egg mix, you can just sprinkle that on top. But I'd like it just like this. I think it's going to be amazing. And I hope that you enjoyed my video and you have a great day. Bye.